I'm Amy. In today's Pilates workout, we'll do hip strengthening focus as well as hamstring stretching. And for the hamstring stretching, you'll need a strap that's about 4 to 6 feet long. We're ready to go. Let's get started. We're going to start with a squat. Stand with your feet a little wider than hip distance apart and your feet slightly turned out. Pull your abs in. So from a belly button around to the low back, pull that in tightly, also support from underneath. Squat down, reaching your tailbone back and power through the back of your legs to return upright. In today's workout, we'll do about 8 to 10 reps of each exercise. And I'll provide modifications so that you can choose what feels best for your body today. The idea is that you leave this workout feeling better than when you started. So we'll do about 3 more of these. You can add that arm swing to create some fluidity in the upper body and breathing. Next modification, you can keep doing that one or you can add a jump. For the jump, it's the same start position. Pull your abs in, squat down so your tailbone is about the height of your knees, arms behind, and explosive power to jump up. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7. Jumping is so good to increase bone density. And lift. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Turning to face front, let's take a wide position turn out. First, let's do a stretch. Reach your arms up and pull down as if you're pulling on stretchy bands to increase the tension in the bands as you pull down and open your chest. Deep squat down, stretch the inner thighs. We'll do 5 of these. Pull down and stretch the upper body, and then deep squat, inner thigh stretch, inner thigh work. Pulling down, and arms frame the face. Open the chest, lift the chest to the ceiling, and squat 1 more time. Feels good to open the upper body, keep abs in, and squat. Right down to that squat, side bending. We'll do 3 sets here. In Pilates, we like to mobilize our spines. So let's do it now. Side bending. Lift up to come over. It's not about how far over you bend, it's about how long your spine is as you stretch over. And rising up. Stand at the end of your mat. Getting ready for a roll down. Bend your knees a little bit. Pull your abs in. And now tilt your chin down. Imagine your back is against a wall. You're peeling off the wall 1 vertebra at a time. Roll all the way down. And walk out to your plank position almost. So take 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from your plank position, you'll probably have to walk it back 1 hand or 2 hand distance because we're going to start in Pilates elephant, also known as down dog. Then we're going to shift forward into our plank position. Lift up for our calf hamstring stretch and shift forward. We'll revisit this later on in the workout to see if after we've stretched our hamstrings, we feel a change. Let's do 2 more times. Plank, tighten your legs, tighten abs, and then shift back, lifting your tailbone up. Neck is long, shoulders sliding down. 1 more time. Press back and stretch. And lower all the way down to your mat for swimming. Extend your arms out long. Lift your upper body so your low rib cage is grounded. Pull your abs in and press your hip bones down into the mat so your pelvis is slightly tucked. Then lift up your opposite arm and leg. Lower down and the other opposite arm and leg. We're strengthening our back body here, so important. Keep the hip bones pressing down into the mat. Lift your abs off the mat. So abs lifting into the spine and swimming alternating sides. You can speed this up if you want more challenge, lifting all 4 limbs off. Let's do for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, stretch out your low back, and coming up. let's move on to our first big ab set of the day. So starting at the end of your mat, roll down, take your hands behind your head, have your feet positioned about hip distance apart, pull your abs in, and let's anchor our low backs into the mat. Don't squeeze your glutes or your butt when you do this, just use your abs. Lift to upper ab curl for 10 times. 1, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, 2 and 3, abs in as you lift and also as you lower, 4, 5, support your head with your hands, 6, work the front of your neck, 7, try to keep tension out of the back of the neck, 8, 9, one more time, and 10, hold here, fold one leg in, bring the other leg into your table position, bring your thighs close enough into your chest that it helps you weight your low back into the mat for this next set of ab curls 10 times in tabletop. 1 and 2 and 3, abs in to lift, 4 and to lower, 5 and 6, working our whole abdominal wall, 7, 8, legs pressing together, 9, 10, and stay there. Take your left leg, place your foot on the floor, bend your right leg closer into your chest. We're ready to go. Extend the right leg out and in for 5 times. Exhale to reach and in, 2 and 3 and 4. One more time, 5, reach it out, bend it in. Now rotate your left elbow towards your right knee. Here's our start position. Untwist your upper body as you straighten your leg for 1. Exhale as you reach, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Stay lifted high in your upper body, 4 and 5. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Roll to your highest ab curl. Straight arm and leg move towards each other and away for 5, 4 and 3. As you lower your leg, keep your back flat. 2, support your head with your hands. 1 and lowering everything down for a little break. Then we'll do the other leg. Take hands behind your head and rolling up. Let's take our left leg, bend it in towards the chest. Here is our start position, and we're going to extend it out and in. 1 and 2. Reach it long. And 3, 4. One more time. 5. Rotate your elbow towards the opposite knee and untwist the body as you straighten the leg for 5. And 4. Stay lifted high. And 3. And 2. One more time. 1. Extend the left arm, left leg out straight and move them towards each other and away. 1 and 2 and 3. Stay lifted. And 4. One more time. And 5. Lowering down to the mat. Extend your arms and legs out long. Get a good stretch. Grasp onto the back of your thighs. Roll right up for rolling like a ball. And balance point. We're going to start with balance point. Tuck your tailbone under as you roll back, holding onto the back of your thighs. Legs are separated about hip distance apart. Maintain your C curve. Roll right back up again. So it's exhale to roll back, C curve from head to tail. Feel your low back articulating into the mat as you lower lift. You can keep doing this one or squeeze your legs together, hold onto your knees, press knees into hands as you roll back to your shoulder blades and return. Let's do 8 and 7. So using balance point or rolling like a ball, whichever feels good for you and allows you to keep the low back rounded as you are moving through the exercise. Roll just to the shoulder blades, keep head and neck off the mat. One more time after this one. We've got last one here and coming up. Let's do open leg rocker. So open leg rocker, you're going to hold on to the outside of your ankles. Take one leg, extend it out. Take the other leg, extend it out, hold and balance. Now here you want to tuck your tailbone under. This is very precarious. You could bend your knees if that feels better. Either one, straight or bent. We're going to roll back to the shoulder blades and return up for 1 and 2. This exercise requires precision, control, balance. Remember to breathe through the movement. Let's do 4 more. And 4. 3, press hands into legs, legs into hands to create some opposition. Last one. Roll all the way up. Grab your strap. We're ready to go to our hamstring stretch series. Rolling back, take your strap and place it around the sole of your left foot. We're going to have our right leg bent and right foot grounded on the mat. Ground your tailbone through this whole series. Bend that left leg and straighten it up and find where you can straighten it completely. It might be down here, it might be up here, but make sure it straightens completely. Then pull with your strap, applying just a little pressure, like 1 pound of pressure. Then bend it. Use your leg muscles to straighten up, then pull. 1, 2, and bend. That's 2. We'll do 10 times. Leg muscles work to straighten that leg. Pull into your stretch. 1, 2, and bend. Good. And 1, 2, bend. Keep your tailbone grounded so that this stretch stays in your leg and doesn't get pulled into your low back. 1, 2. Keep your chest open. And 1, 2. We've got 3 more to go here. And 3. Pulling into our hamstring stretch with just about 1 pound of pressure with the strap. 1 more time. And we are switching to the other leg. So let's put the right foot in. Left leg is going to be bent, foot's on the floor. Find your start position. So pull that right leg in to your straight position. Ground your tailbone. Pull your abs in a little. Let's bend that right leg. Straighten it using your thigh muscles. And pull. 1, 2. Bend. Straighten and pull. 1, 2. And 1, 2. 7 more. 7. And bend. And 6. Bend. And 5. And bend. And 4. And 3. Usually with stretching, we do about 10 reps. And 2. And last one. And 1. We've stretched out our hamstrings. Now we're ready to go into our bridge series. So bring your arms down by your sides. Separate your feet about hip distance apart. Start in a neutral spine with a little space under your low back. Pull your abs in, squeeze your glutes, lift up to your bridge position. At the top of your bridge, your neck is long, you're reaching through your fingers and pelvis is tucked under as hips are lifted, glutes are squeezing. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way to your start. Inhale, exhale, abs in, flatten the back, squeeze glutes, and lift up. And roll down from upper back, mid, and lower back. Again, 5 times on this one, articulating up to our bridge, pressing with the arms, pressing through the feet. Have weight through your big toes in bridge because that will help to activate your inner thighs as you hold your bridge. Lift and lowering down. 1 more time here. Abs in to flatten your back, squeeze your glutes, lift up to your bridge, hold, and articulate down. Now we'll do some bridge modifications. So let's start and articulate up to the bridge and hold. Here, reach your arms straight back overhead. Now we'll tap the tailbone down and lift it up. We're keeping our bodies long. 1 long line and 2. You can also do this with your arms down by your sides. That's just fine. And tap and lift. Lengthen your hips away from your shoulders as you tap and lift. Hold here, bring your arms down by your sides. Stabilize your hips as we alternate marching legs for 5 sets. Let's start with that right leg folded in on your exhale. Inhale, replace it, and exhale, left leg comes in and replace. And that's 2, hips stable as you alternate the leg lift. That's really good training for the lower body, stability, and fold. Let's do 2 more sets. Breathing as you fold one leg in, place it down, and the other leg in. Place it down. Last set, and fold. And left leg fold, and in. Now bring that right leg in, fold it in, and hold it there. We're going to CanCan. Tap your tailbone down onto the mat, then lift up and straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your leg as you tap your tailbone to the mat, straighten your leg and kick it up. That's 2. Let's do 8 times, and 3. So tap and lift, 4. Feel your abs from belly button around to the low back, pulling in as you do this one. 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2, keep the neck long, and 1, extend up, flex your foot. Keep your legs straight and your foot flexed, lower down, and point your foot, kick it up, 1. Lower, and lift, 2. Flex, point, 3, 4. We've got 4 more to go, 5, and 6, 7, last one, and 8, point, lift up, fold that leg in, lower down, cross the left leg over the right, pull in, and stretch. You can rock to the right for a deeper stretch. This is a reward for all of our hard work in that left leg. Hold and stretch. And let's have both feet down, reach arms long by the sides, and articulate up to your start position, abs in. Let's fold the left leg in towards the chest. We're ready to go. Keeping that left leg bent, you're going to tap your tailbone down onto the mat. Kick it up for 1. And 2. 3. Press with the arms, pull the abs in. 4. 5. Press down through the right foot and connect from the right foot into the glutes. And 1 more time. And lift up. Flex your left foot. We're ready to go. Straight leg lower and point to lift. 1. And 2. Flex and point. 3. And 4. Keep abs in. And 5. And 6. Lower down. Lifting up. 7. And 8. Fold that leg in. Lower down. Take the right leg. Fold it over the left. Pull in. For a stretch, let's roll to the left for a deeper stretch. And uncross that leg, roll all the way up. Next, we'll move into the saw from the Pilates Classic Mat series. Extend your legs out straight in front of you, slightly wider than hip distance apart. Flex your feet and reach your arms straight out to the side. In this position, you want your low back to be lifted. So if you have to bend your knees to lift your back, that's fine, but just choose a position where your low back can be really lifted and in neutral position. Arms out to the side, rotate your right arm across, reach past the pinky toe and saw 3, 2, 1. Lift it up, get taller as you pass through center and reach. 1, 2, 3. Lift the chest and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, ground legs and sit bones. Exhale, reach. 1, 2, 3. Getting taller, ribs pull back, hands reach away from each other. 3. Lift up and 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more sets here. Keep chest open as you rotate through center. Chest lifted and 1, 2, 3. 1 more set. 1, 2, 3. Lifting and 1, 2, 3. Coming to center and rise up to standing. We've got a series of 3 planks coming up here. Let's start with knees slightly bent, pull abs in, tilt your chin down, just roll right down to your mat. Walk out to your plank position. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps out, feet are together. Find your plank position, legs tight, abs in, supporting your plank with abs and glutes working. Take your right leg, tap out to the side and bring it back in, and left leg, tap out to the side, bring it in. Leg is straight as you tap out to the side and return, and hips are still. tap, and return. This is our modification 1. If you want to add in more challenge here, we can do a jumping pattern where you jump open and close. Whichever you choose, we're going to do it for another 10 count. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Landing with your feet together. Walk hands back towards feet. Hang down, let your head hang heavy. Roll back up to start position. We're ready for modification 2. Abs in, tilt your chin down, and rolling down to the mat. Walk out to your plank position. And we're ready to go. Let's have feet together. Let's start first with a double knee tap. With your legs squeezing together, abs in tight, tap both knees onto the mat and lift them back up again. As you tap and return, squeeze your legs together. Keep your abs pulling in so that you've got a lot of support for that movement. If you want more challenge here, our modification 2 is a mountain climber. So whichever modification you choose, we'll do it for another 10 count. And 9 for mountain climber. You can run, you can walk, you can jog, whatever feels good for you. Let's do another 4 count, and 3, and 2, and 1. Land with feet together. Walk hands back towards feet. And rolling up as abs pull in. Our last modification, we're going to revisit our plank into elephant that we did at the beginning of the workout. Hopefully we'll feel a little more mobility through our hamstrings at this point. So on this one, let's start with our feet about hip distance apart. Pull abs in and roll down to the mat and walk out to almost plank, but not quite, because we're going to go right into our elephant position. In Pilates Reformer, we call this one the elephant. So I'm adapting that name here for this series. And then shift forward to your plank. I'm going to walk my hands forward just a little bit. And back and forth. So here, as you lift up to your elephant position, reach the tailbone up, pull abs in, and reach long through heels. In your plank, support with abs, legs tight, and shift back, and shift back. We're stretching the back of our legs in our elephant position, pulling abs in, and one more time, and reach it back. Come right down onto the mat. Turn to face front. We'll get into an ab series next with some rollbacks. But first, let's do just a butterfly stretch. Stretch out our inner thighs. Feels so good to stretch the inner thighs. And it's a nice little break. Seated here on your mat with your legs bent. Ground your heels in this series of 3 sets of ab half rollbacks. Reach your arms out parallel, tuck your tailbone under, and roll back to a position that challenges your abs. Our hip flexors are working the whole time we hold this position, but we're queuing up our abs, tucking our tailbones under. Turn your palms to face up, bend your arms slightly, and lift for 1. We're going to do 6 times. And 2. Not in today's workout, but in another workout. We'll use this arm pattern as we do our teasers. 4 and 5. One more time. And 6. Lower, come up to seated position. Let's do a bent leg roll down to transition. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time, reach long stretch. And as you roll up, articulate through your spine all the way up. We're ready for modification 2. Same start position, ground your heels, reach your arms out parallel. Tuck your tailbone under, roll back and hold. From this, rotate. Open, right arm rotates open, upper body rotates, and then left arm, rotate and return. Keep your hips still and rotate your ribs, and that's 2 and 2. Rolling back far enough that you're challenging your abs, but not so far that you feel it in your back. And this is 4. Rotate and return. We're disassociating our ribs from our hips here. Hips are still, ribs are moving. Let's do 1 more set, and rotate and rotate. Come center, sit up tall. Let's do our transition. Roll down, reach arms long and stretch. And roll right back up again. Last set, arm circles. Tailbone tucks under, roll back, palms face up, lift up and circle around. 1. We'll do 4 each way. 2. And 3. As arms lift, abs pull in tighter. 4. Let's go the other way. And 4. And 3. 2. And last. 1. Roll all the way up. Last bent leg roll down, roll back. Reach arms back and stretch. Arms reach forward and rolling up. Let's revisit our butterfly position, but this time we're going to add Pilates spine twist into it. Normally spine twist is done with legs out parallel, but we're going to do it in butterfly today, doing 2 pulses to each side. And 1, 2. Stay lifted in your low back. You can move your feet as far away from you as you need to maintain your neutral spine as you rotate. 1, 2. Pass through center. 1, 2. 2 more sets. Still working on our spinal mobility. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. Let's go into some side planks. On your side, prop up on your elbow and stack your legs one on top of the other. You can have your legs bent if that feels better. Lift up like this. You can have your legs straight and stack your feet. Either one you choose, lift up and let's hold here for a 10 count. So we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's add a leg lift, flex to lift, point to lower for 6 times. And 5. This is a modification of side lying legs in Pilates Classic Mat, but we are doing it in an elevated fashion, literally, by lifting into our side plank. One more time, flex it up, point it down, lower, pull your legs in, tuck them in, hold on to that ankle, lift up and stretch over to the side. Then reach forward on the diagonal and round your back. So you're getting a low back stretch as well on one side of your low back. Feels so good. And switching, other side for our side plank. So choose the position that's working for you today. Whichever one you choose, lift up and let's hold it for your 10 count. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex it up, point it down for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, and 1. Lower down, lift up, stretch over to the side, round forward, stretch out your back, hold and stretch, and coming up. In Pilates, we do a lot of planks. We've done front planks today, we've done side planks. Let's also do back plank. So squeeze your legs together in a turnout position. Lean back, place your hands down. Fingertips can point straight back, out to the side. Find an angle that allows you to keep your collarbone wide. Squeeze legs together, lift up to your plank position. We're gonna hold for a 10 count. 9, 8, look down towards your feet to help activate through the front of the neck and take tension out of the back of the neck. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering down. Then turning for hands and knees for a push-up and extension series. We'll alternate between 5 push-ups and then heel beats and extension. I'm gonna do my push-ups with knees down, straight line from head to knees. You can also do push-ups straight line, head to heels. Whatever works for you. Let's do 5 push-ups, elbows wide. 5 and 4. Inhale down, exhale up. 3, 2, last 1, 1. Now lower down to the mat. Reach your arms out to a T position as you lift your chest up. Pull abs in and press hip bones into the floor. Lift your feet the tiniest bit up so legs are slightly lifted off the mat. Let's do 10 times heel beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place hands down, push up for 5 times. 1. So that's our series. 2. We'll do it 2 more times. 3, long line, head to knees or head to feet. And then we're gonna lower down and go right into our T position. So reach your chest forward, ground your low rib cage, pull your abs in, lift your legs slightly off the mat, and 10 heel beats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, press up. 5 more push-ups. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down, arms reach out to the side, reach long through your fingers and your feet. Heel beats for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And press back. Sit back towards your heels. Once you're seated back here, take your hands over to the left so you can stretch the right side of your low back. Let's switch it to the other side. We're taking hands over to the right, stretching the left side of the low back. Coming center, and we'll finish today with some Pilates roll-ups. We'll start with bent leg and move into straight leg. So let's start with arms reaching out parallel, tuck your tailbone under, roll back 1 vertebra at a time as you exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms reach forward and roll up, keeping feet grounded. Sit up in neutral. Let's do 1 more of these. Tailbone tucks under, roll back, reach long and stretch. And exhale, reach forward and roll up. For classic, extend your legs out straight, squeeze them together. Lift up and over, ribs pull back, hands and feet reach forward. Ground your legs to the mat as you roll back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, arms reach forward. Chin tilts down to initiate rolling up. 2 more times like this. Exhale, roll back. Reach long, stretch. And roll up. 1 vertebra at a time. Last time. Legs pressed together, anchored to the mat. Reach long. And exhale to reach forward and roll all the way up and over. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this workout and you want to keep working on your hips but incorporate some side bending and some rotation and some other challenges, then be sure to check out the other 2 workouts in this playlist. See you next time.